it just seems like two of them that seems to be making the threats. Xanax boy and that bald-headed cue ball. They're the ones that are making the threats. Xanax boy and the bald-headed cue ball. I don't think those two have the stones neither. They talk a lot of shit. I don't think they have the stones neither. But besides those two, I don't think any of them have the stones to do much of anything. Like I said, they're not going to do. It's two of them that are running their mouth. There are two of them that are actually running their mouth. But even if they make that trip, they're going to be in for a little surprise. So I don't think they're going to. They might think they can do all this shit, but when the pedal comes to the metal, they're going to be pissing in their pants. What that guy says is, if he says one thing, you can almost practically put your money on the exact opposite. The sign where? On the billboard? No, I'll take care of that. Don't worry about that. I'll get Lanier on the phone, and no, they're not going to do shit. Well, they're going to put a sign talking about the event. Put the sign on the billboard, right? Is what you're talking about. Yeah, no, I forgot all about that. I need to give the Lanier a phone call. Matter of fact, I'll call them right now and see if they're still open, and I will talk to them and tell them what's going on. I have to pay someone to be camped out there, or pay a muscle man myself, or me myself, to make sure those bitches don't even go near there. Well, I'm gonna give Lanier a call right now, and if I can't get a hold of them right now, I will call them. I will call them in the morning. Matter of fact, I'm gonna try to make a phone call right now to Lanier. I told that bitch this morning. I said the fact that he keeps running his mouth about me raping my girl is going to be his downfall. I told that fucking Anthony that he keeps running his mouth about me raping my girl, that's going to be his fucking downfall. And I need to get that cease and desist letter ready to go. Either the police need to do something, or I'm going to have to do something. That's that simple. He needs to be put to justice, that motherfucker. That motherfucker needs to be taught a lesson and needs to be put to justice. He needs to have a load of shit put in his mouth. And needs to stop talking about me and stop running his mouth about me. No, he needs to be put out. He needs a lesson taught to him. This is all probably the same vein of talking about Black Lives Matter. They're doing shit like this to push my buttons. I don't, in my mind, cannot see this even happening. They get a rise out of me, and they're putting this shit up, and it's not going to be anything, just the same equivalence to what the Black Lives Matter thing they were trying to do, when all that was a ruse. Same thing here, probably. I could say that I am the distant great grandchild of Thomas Jefferson, and Thomas Jefferson was my great grandfather. Does that make it so? I could say here that I just won about $10,000 on the slot machine. Okay? Does it make it so? I mean, they could say this guy has a track record for making up stories. Anthony. Yeah, so it doesn't make it so because he said so. It's like they doctored up those text messages about my name and about these people, the Black Lives Matter people uttering my name. Well, we saw that. You saw that. We thought that was real. They had uttered my name. That was all doctored up. So who's to say that this ain't doctored up? Look, this is the same crap trap they said about the Black Lives Matter. They made up these stories about my name being attached to Black Lives Matter in the community. And that was a hoax. Who's to say this is not a hoax? You saw something, okay? But who's to say it's not a hoax? Do we know for sure? No. It could be doctored up. We don't know for sure that was a purchase made. Do you know for sure? You saw something and whatnot. They could have doctored that up. Anything that you saw with your own eyes, I get it. But it could have been doctored up just like the other thing was doctored up. Okay, so he rented a B&B in Richmond for the month of my birthday. Is that what you're saying? And you have proof that he rented a B&B in the Richmond area on the month and the year of the 2023 and of my birthday. What makes no sense is, look, get on the phone and call me, because this is, I mean, I'm not under you. You're talking in riddles now. He made a purchase, okay? So the purchase he made was for a B&B, all right? So this is what I'm trying to clarify. He made a purchase for a B&B in the month of July. Is that correct? You don't have proof because he removed it, all right? He removed it. But you're saying you saw this, okay? Is this what you saw, or is it something else you're talking about? Because I think I'm losing understanding of what you're saying. Are you talking about the B&B, or are you talking about something else? Okay, well, maybe he did, and maybe he didn't. You saw a receipt, but you know as well as I know that could have been doctored. You know exactly what I'm talking about. That could have been doctored. The guy is not a trustworthy person. He is a liar. This is what he does. He causes commotion, and he is a first-class liar. So of course he could have made up or made it up or made the receipt himself. And there's no proof of that because there's a receipt. That receipt could have been doctored. That's what I'm trying to say. The Black Lives Matter thing was a hoax, okay? You thought that was real. That Black Lives Matter thing was a hoax. So who's to say this is not a hoax? It could be a big hoax, making them think that they're going to come down here. Why in the hell of all things would they want to come down here? This is what I don't understand. I mean, I understand they're obsessed, but are they that obsessed they're going to come down here? That doesn't tabulate. They're trying to get a rise out of me, is what they're trying to do. You're not making any sense. I know they don't know that you're not on. Oh God, man, what? You're not following what I'm saying. It has nothing to do with you being on Discord or not being on Discord. They could be making this up. Okay? They could be making this shit up knowing that I'm going to see it. Or know maybe in general that maybe I have somebody else on there. Not to say it could be you or it could be anybody else. They're probably making this shit up like they do. They made this shit up about Black Lives Matter. They made that whole shit up about Black Lives Matter. You see where I'm going with this? And they did it on Discord. So you see what I'm saying? They know, and that the word's going to get back to me, and I'll see it. So again, it's not 100% proof. They probably think that, as many times as I've said that I have lurkers on Discord, they probably think that there is a lurker that is on Discord that is viewing the stuff. Not to say it's you, not to say it's Mary Poppins, not to say it's Doris Day, not to say it's Barbara Bush, not to say it's Hillary Clinton. It could be almost anybody, they don't know who. They're posting that, whether they're gambling, thinking that maybe someone is telling me this stuff. Maybe they aren't. Maybe they are. But they know it's going to get back to me. And it's not the first time they've posted false narratives and it never came true. A lot of what they say, they might even mean it. A lot of what that foreigner might think and say, he probably means, but it goes by the wayside. It's almost like they know that I have eyes and ears. Again, they don't know who and what, but they already know there's eyes and ears on there, so they'll make up things and say things that never come to fruition. They might have made it's very possible they've gone ahead and done all of that. But it's also possible that it could be made up just to poke me, just like what they did last week with the Black Lives Matter. Just like with the Black Lives Matter, they made that whole thing up to poke me. Just the same thing. And those accounts were fake. All of them were fake. If they are real, then I know what to do. I'm not saying that it might be real. I doubt it, though. I doubt if it's real. Just because they say they've done it, just because they show maybe evidence that they've done it, doesn't make it so that they've done it. So I believe fully that it is, maybe they have done it. but I'm gonna take a gamble and say they haven't done it. Just like him buying the trademark to my name. He's full of shit. All he did was bought the domain. That's another lie that he made. It wouldn't matter anyway because I've used it and I own it. So he can make up stories till he's blue in the face. I'm just saying that none of this shit tabulates anything, and it doesn't tabulate nothing. And yeah. So he can make up any story he wants to make up. It's probably a story knowing that's going to get back to me to get me in a rage, to get me fired up. Told him how many cum shots had been shot in his damn face by his grandfather Beverly that played in All in the Family. you probably don't watch that show, but there was an episode where Archie saved this transvestite's life, and her name was Beverly. So I've always poked him with that, with that, the Beverly being his grandfather. Yeah, maybe he needs to have reality kick him back in the face again, maybe. When the bitch jumped out of a window, he denies that. When the bitch jumped out of a window, yeah, maybe reality needs to kick him back in the face again. But yeah, you remember that episode right there with Beverly LaSalle and Sean Brennan being reunited. Talked about her. Well, I'm around mixed people. I can't say what I want to say. I'm sure they posted it though. It's quite entertaining. Well, then you saw what I wrote to her. Then, pretty entertaining. You saw what I wrote to that Viach also. Deese, or whatever his fucking name is, Deese. You saw what I told that bitch also, right? Yeah, they keep posting. They keep spamming me. The minute I say something, they want to respond back. The minute I post again, they want to respond back. So they're spamming my comments is what they're doing. But I don't have time to sit there. They have obviously all the time of the day to do this shit. With me, I'm working. They have all the time in the day, and I'm working. No, it's throughout the world. It's a company throughout. It's a local branch. It's they train people to do the job, and then they go out and they do it. Look, I'm in the bank right now. I'm going to open up a savings account. Look, I'm going to say this as simply as I can say it. They can transpose anything and make up anything and put anything on something. I'm not gullible. I'm not that gullible. I don't believe that. It's people can do a lot of things with photographs and whatnot. I don't believe that's real. All right. Now, where did he actually sign his name, or where did he sign that? Because I'll go there and I'll cross it out. Richmond Library is where all that shit is at. So I would have to go there and just scratch the thing out if it's in there. But I doubt it's real. I sincerely doubt it's real. Next time I'm in there, I'll ask to see it, and I'll go there and I'll scratch it out. Matter of fact, I might. Well, I don't have the time right now. The next time I'm down there, I'll scratch the shit out if I see it down there. Yeah, I'm still using Woodforest Bank. I'm still using Woodforest Bank as my primary bank. But I want to open up another account, a savings account, emergency fund savings account. I don't know. I think Roger wants to be left the fuck alone. I don't blame him. He doesn't want their approval. He doesn't want nothing to do with them. He doesn't want their approval. He doesn't want nothing to do with them. What they're doing is trying to get Roger to flip against me. You get it? They're trying to get Roger to flip against me, so they're now using Watt, testing what they can say about Watt. And obviously, Roger, they're friends. Roger and Watt are friends, foremost. So Watt took up for him. And Roger told them, took up for him and all that. So, but that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to get both of them. They're trying to flip both of them. So, yeah. I won some more money last night off the Virginia lottery. Pick 3. I hit it again. That's back to back within a week. So I hit the number again within the week, back to back. So I have a little extra money now. So that's why I'm trying now to put some money in the savings account. But I hit the pick 3 number again last night, back to back within a week. So I'm on a roll right now. Yes, I want to get some money in the savings account and start putting money away. I don't know where this is what he told me. I don't know. I think it's and I don't know. When I talk to him again, I'll try to find out. But yeah, I'm not too concerned about that. But yeah, I mean, the next time I talk to him, I'll try to find out where it's at. I might get a room for the night. I am so fucking tired. I got a room Monday. I might get a room tonight. It's not treating myself. It's laying on a fucking bed. I mean, laying on a fucking bed in which I should be doing. That's probably the reason why I don't have all this energy. Well, GNC has got some stuff, Nugenix or whatever you call it. It gives you energy. And it also helps your low T also too. I'm going to tell you something that just happened that I found out because I had Watt called me up when I was talking to Kevin. So we did a 3-way call with Kevin, Watt, and myself. And Watt did something really fucked up. Eugene Anthony got a hold of Watt and wanted Watt to do him a Fielding's jingle. And Watt agreed to do the Fielding's jingle for Anthony. I said, I've got a problem with that big time. He said he hasn't done it yet, but he was going to. I said, what in the hell are you thinking about doing it? What made you decide to do that? He said he needs money. I said, you need money? So you're going to go ahead and fucking slap me in the face? Throw me under the bus? Okay, yeah. I mentioned when I was a kid, I was ganged up on. I was ganged up on, about once or twice. But that's interesting that you remember that. But as I got older, I took care of that situation by grabbing that person a few years later when I got bigger and beat the shit out of them with my bare hands. Back in like 86, high school graduation, I had 2 guys double team me, and then later on I got one of them back, grabbed him by the throat, and almost strangulated his goddamn esophagus. His esophagus was I was about ready to break his vocal cords, and break his damn throat. So yeah, I got back at one of them. With the other one, I couldn't get back out of, but I believe they're both dead anyway. So there you go. Karma got back at them anyway. Well, anyway, getting back to what I was saying, though, it just makes you feel good about the world when you think about 2 squirrels getting off. Humans get off, and the squirrels get off. Isn't that just a beautiful, beautiful thing? I spoke to him this morning. He told me that bitch got on, and they cut him off. Eugene came on, and they cut him off. So I don't know what you're talking about. He does not use his fucking brain. He's giving them the opportunity for discussion. He's giving them the opportunity to come on the radio station with the shenanigans. I'm giving him a call right now. I've already spoken to him. He told me what happened, but it's quite different from what I'm hearing. I think what he's trying to do is cover his ass because he's worried that they're going to boot him off the radio station because of them. So he's trying to be polite to the trolls. He's trying to be polite to the trolls and put a little dig in me without really saying much of a dig to try to make sure he still has that. This is fucked up. He's trying to protect himself by indirectly throwing digs. Yeah, I just told him on a voice message about what he did. It was quite different from what he told me this morning. I told him what he told me this morning was quite different from what I'm hearing with my own ears. Yeah, Roger is a loose cannon, and I like to I don't know. I'm going to have to distance myself from everyone, it seems like. Watt told me that he told Eugene, Anthony, whatever, to fuck off. He's not giving that he played them. So I don't know. I mean, I don't know what to believe. All right, so he's telling me that I totally misunderstood what he said, and I said, no, I'm not misunderstanding what you said. You're giving them the opportunity to do a show or to talk about me. He said, that's not what I said. I said, I'm listening to it, and you're giving them an opportunity to discuss whatever about me or whatever. And yet you're the one who doesn't want any part of it, yet you're open for discussion. That doesn't make any damn sense. So again, he's telling me that that's not what he said, and I said, you dissed me, called me a troubled soul, and all this, and you dissed me. I said, I'm not understanding what you're doing. You want to give them you gave them an opportunity to call when you told me that you were not taking calls. I mean, what's going on? I mean, it doesn't make any fucking sense. I told him that. I've got trolls emailing me now about the comments. Trolls then this motherfucker that's using my name is emailing me. Like, yeah, this is just pissing me the fuck off. So I gotta figure out who's emailing me using my name. And try to I can't flag a Gmail account that's using my name. Yeah, so shit. Same old shit. Yeah, I'll do that in a moment. I'm having some difficulty right now here. I got pains in my leg right now. I'm trying to stretch my leg out right now. But yeah, I'll do that when I get a chance. I just sent you the email, and I sent you another disturbing email they sent to me from Goon Khan. Yeah, Goon Khan. Very disturbing email. Well, I think that they're a bunch of fucking nimwits, is what I think. I think they're a bunch of half-baked nimwits, and they're most of them are drug addicts, and the good majority of them have emotional, mental problems. And I bet you that Melanie has got some fucking deep-rooted mental problems. I would bank the house on Melanie having deep-rooted fucking problems, because there's something wrong with that picture. She might be attractive, but there's something wrong with that bitch. Something wrong with that bitch to go out of her way to attack somebody she doesn't even fucking know. And I will address them by their real fucking name. It's no longer Eugene and Meth. It's Anthony and Melanie. I will address them by their fucking name. No longer Eugene or Meth. It's Anthony and Melanie. That's their real fucking name, and they will be addressed by me accordingly. We're going to track her voice where she's laughing, and we're going to make her track it with these women moaning in the back, having sex with me, as she's laughing in the back, moaning as well. I'll keep calling her name, Melanie. Oh, Melanie, you're doing real good. Go a little lower there, Melanie. Ah, yeah. Make her fucking think to back the fuck off. Nothing weird about that at all. She's running her goddamn mouth. I mean, let's give her something to talk about, where she's moaning with the very mention of my name. That son of a bitch. That fucking son of a bitch. God, I can't tell you. And you know, Kevin Ellis, my friend in Germany, was the one that told me I have no one to blame but myself. He's unhinged. He's fucked in the head. He's fucking unhinged. And Kevin Ellis told me, watch out for Roger. He'll fuck you over again. And sure enough,